Hey, welcome to the next episode of Blended Family of 11. Please hit like and subscribe. Today we're going to be having a conversation about Black Lives Matter and everything else that's going on in the world with our children. So we're going to start with Junior. And Junior, just tell us how you feel, son. Tell us what you're thinking.
Well, I feel that black cops shouldn't be arresting black people.
Right.
Like, it's their race, and I feel like black cops arresting black people are racist.
You feel like they're racist? Okay.
It all just depends on what the crime is, because like if a black person is robbing a bank and it's a black cop at the scene, he has no other choice but to arrest him.
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily about it being a black cop or a white cop. It's really just about social injustice, period, and how black people are treated in general, all over the world. It's not even just about cops. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, people commit crimes. Black people commit crimes. White people commit crimes. I mean, it happens. It's been that way for centuries. But the way you will be prosecuted for a crime and the way, let's say, one of your friends from school will be prosecuted has the potential to be two totally different things. And that is the problem. That's the problem. So it's not necessarily, black cop, white cop, or anything like that. And that's why it's important, for us to sit down and have dialogue like this so that you guys can understand, and that way you're not being misled or your views are necessarily being shaped by something that's not factual. Yes, there are black cops that do things, black cops arrest black people or whatever, but that's not what everything is about. That's not what Black Lives Matter is about. Black Lives Matter is about your life matter, your life matter, your life matter, your life, everybody. That's what it's about.
When y'all hear the term Black Lives Matter, do you feel that it's being racist or separating another race?
Separating another race.
Why do you feel like saying Black Lives Matter is separating other races? So when you hear somebody say Black Lives Matter, do you think they mean white lives don't matter?
Races are separated, but I think like you can it's just individually for the moment of what's going on right now. They're saying Black Lives Matter because what's going on to black people, but I think like everybody's lives matter, but just for what's going on right now, that statement Black Lives Matter should be what it's being saying right now.
But it's not even about what's going on right now, son. We're talking about years, and there's a disparity within the school system because you're not learning about your history. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why you would be able to sit here and say, oh, well, that's what's going on right now. No, son, this has been going on for decades, for a very long time. And that's the problem. And now people are tired.
Peyton, I want to ask you a question. In the class that you was just in, how many black students was in it? 3. So did you feel like you and those other 2 children were, the image of you and your people were as important as a white person in your class? Was it taught in your class?
I don't know, man. I think that probably would be a question for DeMar.
It was taught black people. We did black history. We did a couple of white histories, but we didn't do much.
So when you say black history, tell me some things that you learned as far as black history.
I learned that black people built most of the stuff that we have.
You learned that in school?
Yes.
That's good. Shout out to Miss Quickly.
Right. Yeah. What about you?
So they were learning black history?
No, I'm saying, do you learn,
Because you go to a predominantly white school.
Right.
So in your school, the 3 years you've been there, has it showed a focus on black people as much as white people?
The only way to talk about black history if it comes in the timeline of what we're in right now.
In February?
Or
in January?
We're learning about something if the black history just is in it has to it involves it majority.
Can you give us an example? mean, I hate to put you on
Like,
the spot.
if they're talking about like if we learn about like slavery and stuff and how it happened, they'll talk about like the slaves that got free, or like if we're talking about Abraham Lincoln, how he made like Declaration of Independence. If we're learning all about that, we're learning like who are the slaves and what.
So it has to overlap for you to
Mm,
talk
if they,
about.
yeah, if they overlap in the timeline of the history.
Okay, and I asked y'all that because, okay, D, what about your class?
Well, in my class, we as far as I know, we only learned about Martin Luther King.
You only learned about who?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yes, sir.
Okay. My point exactly. That's why the term Black Lives Matter. Okay?
I learned about the
Listen, let me tell you something. Black Lives Matter is not black people trying to segregate themselves from another race. Black Lives Matter is like saying we matter too. Okay? Black Lives Matter too. Or Black Lives Matter also. Because the world has stunned us and like our lives aren't as important as, for Christ's sake, a dog. Men are serving more time killing a dog than killing a black man. You can just get death duty or sent home and still get paid for killing a black man. So Black Lives Matter, when you hear that term, is not trying to separate themselves, but trying to make them feel like we're just as equal.
Yeah, I mean, you just want everybody to, I mean, I know for me, I just want everybody to, just recognize the disparity of everything that's going on. Recognize that, excuse for lack of a better term, shit not equal. It's not equal. And that's all we asking
I'm
for.
listening.
We asking for a fair shake. Just give us a fair shake. In the school systems, I shouldn't have to live in, like right now we live in Columbia County. I don't feel I should have to live in Columbia County for me to feel like my children are getting the best education. I done been to some of the Richmond County schools. And that's not to say that all Richmond County schools are bad, but I done been in a few of them. And I mean, it's sad, man. It's sad. It really saddens me. I just hope that the world is better for my children. I really do.
DeMar, what does it make you feel when you hear that at 14 years old you can't walk around the streets with a hood on your head?
Makes me feel unprotected. That I should, like, the people who are supposed to be protecting me aren't protecting me like they should be, and how they're scared of us for no reason. Like, if you're scared of children that are just walking down the street minding their own business, and then not even thinking a second thought instead of just drawing your weapon without just thinking of what might happen.
Do you feel like people should be afraid of you?
No.
But people are afraid of you just because of who you are and the color of your skin? Devon, do you understand that as well? I'm so serious. I read something the other day and it said that she asked, when does a black boy turn from being cute to people being afraid of them? And the young lady said 12 years old. So, at 12 years old, another race is afraid of you. They feel like basically you're a living, breathing weapon.
And listen, I want y'all to remember to think about something, man. Not all white people are bad people. Like, there are some, like, I've met some people in the Marine Corps. I mean, some people at my job that I'm at right now. I mean, just some people that I just bumped into that are really, really great people. I mean, they're bad people everywhere. Again,
in every race.
This is in every race. Every race. Asian, Hispanic, I mean, just period. I mean, they're just bad people out there. But it just blows my mind that he's scary. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's scary, or he's scary, or do you realize that you're more likely to be suspended from school than one of your friends around the corner? That blows my mind, man. Like it really does. And man, I just you try to do right. You try to live day by day by doing the things that you're supposed to do. And thankfully, I've never had any any run-ins with the law or anything like that, but I know people that have. And they felt like they were doing absolutely nothing wrong. Now there are times where people have done things wrong, but I mean it shouldn't be this way, man. It shouldn't be like that. Like you try to do right. You try to follow the letter of the law. No, everybody's not perfect. Yes, people have checkered past. You keep hearing that with everything that's going on. I mean, man, it's just sad to me. It's crazy. Yeah. Man, these people gotta do better. People, period. That concludes our discussion for today on Black Lives Matter. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom. Y'all have a great evening.